I just got some food to eat at the corner store. I'll talk and eat. Talk into the camera and eat while I do this. This one ain't busting up. That's good. Oh man, it's so hot. See these things, chicken tenders. They're inside the heat thing, the keep it decent to eat box. That one. I don't know what's up with this one. This one might not be very good. Let's see. But they seem to, when they come to me, not be very warm, even, let alone goodly fresh, like ever. So I always gotta nuke them for like 10 seconds-ish. Just to pep them up. Well, I've been thinking, it seems to me that this country needs to have people in it. People at the helm, people running it, more people, much more people running it that that are poor, that have been poor, that have been, beaten down by life and all that. Instead of people like Trump, who the fuck are all these poor white people that decided what this country needs most is the coddled silver spoon up his ass son of a billionaire to lead us out of a bad situation. I mean, that is just the dumbest shit ever. How can poor white people be that fucking stupid? How can they be that fucking stupid and go to these rallies with a big stupid man with orange hair and listen to him talking stupid with a hat that has a stupid slogan on it, Make America Great Again? The slogan itself screams stupid. And you listen to stupid talking stupid, and you don't walk away from that saying, this guy is stupid. Somehow rich and stupid. And you don't walk away from that going, well, I know who not to vote for. I mean, don't you guys have trucks? Get out of the backwoods just one day out of the year and go somewhere else. You have a truck. Go for a drive. See something else. Go to Six Flags. See other people. Say hello to them. Sit them down. Buy them a beer. Talk with them. Maybe learn something. Ooh. Yeah, it's not that bad. I was worrying it was gonna be bad, but it's not bad. But to get back on the point, I was saying we just need more people. More people that know what it's like to be disabled, jobless, maybe even homeless, bankrupt. People that know what it's like to be the black sheep of the family. People that know what it's like to be divorced multiple times, not trusted. Something like that. Ooh, that's really crunchy. Crunchity crispity. Yeah, sure. I'm betting people be worried that, well, if you're broke, much more easier to buy. Much easier to buy as a politician. Once you, well, all these rich politicians sure are easy to buy. So that's not really a good argument, is it? Maybe they won't be easy to buy. Maybe they will be disturbingly difficult to buy, actually. Oh, wow. I gotta nuke the next one. Maybe, maybe even these politicians will be people that you can't buy and you can't twist, and they don't have anything horrible on their record that you can spin against them. They don't have any weird crap in their past that you could bring up. Say, look at that. Look at the freaky crap they did as a teenager. Oh, they're untrustworthy. Because they did this. You'll never know what they do when they get into office, because they went to a concert and they did drugs or some shit like that. Meanwhile, what? 70, 80, 90% of Americans drink alcohol. Or have drank alcohol in their past. And we somehow just put that aside in its own separate corner. Not to mention, of course, caffeine, tobacco, non-prescription aspirin, ibuprofen. We can go on and on and on, but all sorts of other things. So, yeah. And, of course, I'm pretty sure it was George W. Bush that did cocaine in college, too. So, I mean, I'm not one to really hold that against him, but there you go, Republicans. And you elected Trump. So, I mean, I don't know if we have proof of any drugs that he did, but I'm telling you, Trump did every drug. Every single drug. And I don't know what drugs exist, but he did every single one of them. Every one of them. There's a suitcase that has every drug humanity knows of. Trump did all. I can look at that guy and just know that guy did every drug. He has enough money. He did every drug. He probably did 90% of them at the same time, too, just to see how it would play out. Because, like, why not? And then he was like, let me get a Big Mac. I don't know if we went to the rainforest to do ayahuasca, but I know he's done DMT. I just don't know if he did ayahuasca the way you're supposed to do it. Like he was probably like, why would I trudge down all the way to the rainforest and do it like primitives? I'm just gonna smoke it. That's how he probably did it. Oh, he may have got a taste for it by smoking it, and then been like, all right, you've convinced me. Let's go down there. So I could be wrong about that. I don't know. Ooh, I think I put too much ranch dressing on for this second one. And you know, I swear I'm convinced that I'm not pooping as much as I need to poop. Like I got some kind of like something going on with my. I'm not pooping as much. I don't know how. I mean, I know why I'm not pooping as much because I can't eat veggies basically. I don't have teeth to eat veggies. Which, thank you, American healthcare system. It's another treat for me. But mm, with a really good, hard-leaning, those one. really, really hard left. Senate and House and President and hopefully Supreme Court. I think this country could be very, very hard on back on track on a very, very good course. Definitely in 8 years. But in 4 years, enough progress could be made that the American public would, enough of the American public would see enough progress, I think, that enough of the American public would keep voting for it. Even though Fox News, Newsmax, and all of the right-wing media that is present would be pushing hard. I mean, they would just be flooding the mediascape. They'd be like, see, this isn't working because, and everybody'd be like, but all the like Gen Zers would be like, but I was able to buy my first house and I have a job now. And everybody I know has a job. So like right here. Like, yeah, you can talk all this bullshit, but like, you know, it's bullshit because we have eyes. So, I mean, what the fuck, who do you think you're fooling? You've been saying that same bullshit for 4 years. And it's just like, you've been being wrong for 4 fucking years. It's like, because, you know, if I were the governor of Texas, like, one thing I would want to do would be open a fund, start a fund, whatever. And I wouldn't be able to do this, honestly, but I would put it to the state house, whatever, to start a fund, open a fund, whatever. So that when factory workers, I'm just going to say one example, and you can take it out from there. When people at like meatpacking plants, a meatpacking plant gets shut down, the people that are employed there, everybody that's employed there, have the ability to have the option to buy out the plant, buy up the property, and open it up as owners of the meatpacking plant. So that everybody that was working there, that was fired, they own the plant now. So instead of being laid off, they can still work there. It's an independent meatpacking plant with everyone that was working there as the owners. And the government will, through this fund, they will pick up a percentage of the tab. Now, how much of that percentage? Who knows? Who knows what that is? That's up to deliberation. 20, 50, 70%. So it essentially becomes a partially estate-owned, partially worker-owned. And now everyone that was working there works there and partly owns it. State also partly owns it. Everybody keeps their job. The meatpacking plant is still in operation, so now you got another competitor to compete with, like Tyson also. So it keeps everybody honest. Whereas otherwise Tyson would have been able to be like, oh, I'm raising the prices now. Where now you can't. Because that meatpacking plant can be like, we're going to offer a different price. We'll pack meat. And we'll make a deal with a different freight shipping company. We know truckers because we talk to truckers online through social media that have their own trucking company. That connect to independent grocers, and they're looking to buy meat at better prices. Than they would otherwise be able to get from Tyson, because Tyson overcharges. Tyson charges Walmart and Kroger and whatever this price, but independent grocers, it charges this price plus 3% because Tyson's a dick. And I'm just throwing Tyson out there because that's the one I know where Tyson does the same thing. All the, there's only like one other big meat packer or meat company. So Tyson and the other one or two, they do the exact same thing. Tyson and Cargill, is that the other one? You have to start using some creative ways to drive a wedge into this marketplace and start fucking over these big corporations. You create a little itty bitty crack somewhere and then put a wedge in there and then you widen it more and more and more. And then every state can do that, and then all of a sudden these big corporations, they don't have that fucking foothold anymore. And their quarterly earnings suffer, and then what are they going to do? Then they have to lay off people, and the plant shuts down, and then another state does the exact same thing. Buys off the plant, and the workers get to own the other plant, own the facility. So then you have a free market, an actual free market, not a fake free market. Of course, you wouldn't need to do that if you nationalized all of these fuckers into one national meat industry and standardized the entire fucking thing. I know that sounds dangerous to people, but actually probably only sounds dangerous to the people who own those. And they're like, oh, you're going to take all my money. Yeah, I am going to take all your money, fuckers. Do you know why I'm going to take all your money? Because all your money is all my money. And his money and her money and their money. You just stole it from us. And no, I don't mean stole in any like figurative way. I mean, you actually stole it from us. You got the okay to steal it from us from Dr. Evil Reagan. You legitimized bullshit. And, you know, he sold the idiots of America an idiot lie, which is, I got 1 million lottery tickets, and every one of them wins $1 million, and they're all free. All you gotta do is work 40 hours a week for 20 years. But he didn't tell you there's something very simple. After 5 years, they're gonna move the factory, which means you're not gonna have a job in 5 years. Or some other bullshit. Any number of bullshit tricks you're gonna play on you. That's all they are. Tricksters, hucksters, all as some kind of fucking hucksters. The snake oil salesman has always been around. Well, whatever. You know, the federal government, they fired all these federal workers, right? They fired all these federal workers, okay? And then they passed legislation to spend federal money, to spend federal money to give out tax breaks and defense contracts and like contracts with SpaceX and that sort of thing. So it's like in one area, it's like, okay, there are these people that have been working for the government for years, building up pensions, building up um, healthcare savings plans and all that stuff. And on top of that, just helping out other people who served in various forms. Maybe it was the military, maybe it was some other way. So we're going to fire them. And then we're going to give a bunch of money to people who are already fantastically rich and kind of really haven't done much of anything for anyone. Other than the people that are currently in the administration. What a bunch of shitheads. What a bunch of absolute con artist shitheads. You have to be I mean, these are the fucks. Whatever. Anyways. I guess I'm done. I don't think the Democratic Party is the Democratic Party itself is really going to look to change itself. So, and the Republican Party is shit. I look at people that have a net worth of 100-ish million, less than 100-ish million, assets of 100-ish million and less. And even that, and it's just like, 10 million and less. And it's like, you shouldn't even be considering the Republican Party at this point. Everyone at that point and below, you should just be like, yeah, they don't have anything for me. Even if I'm $10 million and less and I'm racist as shit, it'd be like, the Democrats are still better for me. It's like, we'll deal with the whole they ain't racist enough for me later. Like, once my situation is better, like we can work with the racism stuff later. But like we got to make this country better. So like the Republicans just have fucked things up too far. All right. Like so, if you're a racist, like it's time to go pragmatic. Is what it is. Like you can the white supremacy thing. Like there's a time for that shit, and there's a time for pragmatism. The time for pragmatism is now. Republicans, it's just they fucked everything up too bad. Like it's too far. It's time to get pragmatic and realize that conservatism just is a bad philosophy for building a civilization. Like it just is. It sucks. I mean, look at China. They are stacking dubs one after another. They are stacking some dubs. How are they doing it? Everything that we are fucking not doing. So, I mean, and the Republican Party just refuses to get in front of a full body mirror and be like, yeah, I am a big fat ass idiot. And man, something needs to be done about this now. Or my wife is gonna leave me. Because your wife is gonna fucking leave you. But, you know, there's a problem with that. There's a problem with that, Republicans. It's a foundational problem. Your underlying philosophy, your beginning thing, the stone, you know, the foundation of your philosophy is shit. It's absolute shit. You can't build anything on that. It's sludge, muck, nothing. So, I mean, your party is your political party is built on garbage. It's built on their stuff sucks. That's the best you got. Like, okay, that's horrible. The best you got to offer is we're not them. That's I mean, wow. Like I said, that's just no way to run a society. The best argument you have is, yeah, well, Joe Biden, yeah, well, Obama. That's not an argument. That's not a fucking argument. That's an argument that you use for stupid people. And stupid people building a society on the foundation of stupid people, you get a society that burns. Cities that burn and crumble. You get a fucking society that burns and crumbles, and we're fucking. I'm gonna have to get rid of stupid people, or somebody seriously, and I'm serious here. Somebody is gonna have to invent the stupid pill. And you know what I mean by the stupid pill. It's the pill that gets rid of stupid. An actual pill that you can take that cures stupid. Rich people aren't going to like that, but, because people are going to be like, oh, you mean we don't need money? And we don't need rich people? Oh, shit. And we don't need all these other things? And work is stupid? Work is for chumps? Like, yeah, work is for chumps. I'm telling you, work is for chumps. I just want a good job. Red flag. Uh, all right. I'm gonna tap out now because it's another long video that nobody should watch. Nobody should watch. It's just me ranting. Nobody should ever watch this. Tax the rich, sneak after rich. Tax wealth, not work. Boobs.